Who should you choose with your red dragon stone? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the units available with the God Dragonstone 18. This is the red dragonstone that you received at your first login to Dokkan during the start of the anniversary. Now, this usually comes around every major celebration on both Global and JP. It allows you to pick up one older Dokkan Fest and one relatively newer non-Dokkan Fest EZA. These are units more designed to help out newer players who are just now coming to the game, or possibly somebody who just needs to kind of finish off their collection, because many of these units, except for the general pool featured units, the Dokkan Fest ones almost never come around anymore. So this is basically your only chance to pick them up. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take some time and look at who I think the standouts are for your pick with your red dragonstone. So first up, we cannot go through this video without mentioning the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. If you are just starting this game, this guy is hands down your number one pick for your red dragonstone, mainly because of this, right? He not only can stun, so in a lot of the lower level events, stunning is still allowed. This will also help you a lot clearing Dokkan events. Of course, this is once he's EZA'd, right? But this will help you clearing Dokkan events, because a lot of the early stages of those can still be stunned. And I know, as somebody who just started out, Dokkan events were still pretty hard for my account. It was very tough for me to awaken my characters in the beginning. Now, having a character like this would definitely help. He reduces damage as well by 80% for 10 turns. So, you have a character with this guy that basically cannot take damage in any event you take him into. And he's still pretty good, even as, a veteran player. I've seen people take this guy into Red Zone Broly, and as long as you finish within the 10 turns, he's doing all right. I wouldn't keep him on the full rotation, but, as long as you finish within 10 turns as a floater, he's not too bad. But he is definitely probably the best pick for almost all new players coming to Dokkan. If not Vegeta, then next up, my second best pick would be the Janemba, for a lot of the same reasons, right? If super class characters aren't your thing, and maybe your box is a little more extreme filled, like maybe you pulled the LR Cooler on the Dokkan Fest banners as one of your pulls early on, this guy would be on Cooler's team. He's a movie boss after all, and he does a lot of the same things Vegeta is doing. Now, he doesn't stun, but he has guard, which means he's not going to be taking most damage in some of these early events, and he can evade attacks as the first attacker in the turn. He also gets an additional attack when he activates his guard, right? So he's either dodging or he's guarding, in which case he's not going to be taking much damage. Now, again, not going to be taken into any major red zones, but as a new player trying to clear early events, so you can awaken your characters and just collect more Dragonstones to build up your account. Not a bad thing to have a character like this, again, especially if you pulled someone like Cooler in your beginning pulls. Now, as far as available Dokkan Fest units go, I can't really give my hand to any other one on this list. Maybe the Fizz Kid Buu, but as far as the Dokkan Fest goes, if you're going to go for a Dokkan Fest, I would say these two are your number one priorities. Now, when you pick up one, you'll get 2 extra Elder Kais with each one as well. I think that's very, very helpful, right? Collecting up those Elder Kais to raise the super attack, because neither one of these guys have a farmable super attack should you choose them. So you're getting at least 2 free Elder Kais for them when you pick them up. Like I said, the Kid Boo's fun. I mean, he could be useful for helping you clear that nuking event, but other than that, he doesn't have much use. A lot of people used to use him for showcases because he could give 50% support, but now, you know, we have our own 50% supports, and he's almost not needed. Now, looking at non-Dokkan Fest units available, if for some reason, if you're still a newer player, or, you know, just someone who's been around and you've got all of these characters, then you may be eyeing out, you know, one of these general pool units, right? Maybe there's someone here that you haven't pulled. They may be a good choice, but I'm gonna go over just a few of the top picks of the non-Dokkan Fest units here. So up first for me is the Vegeta. I would definitely recommend him as a new player, especially if you've pulled a couple more of Vegeta's family-centric characters, whether they're general pool or anybody on the, well, actually I don't think there are any, well, GT Vegeta, I guess, on the Dokkan Fest banners. But he's a really good unit. He is a support for Vegeta's for all allies, but you need at least 2 other Vegeta's family category allies on the team, and he's pretty good. I used him a lot in the beginning. I think he's very, very helpful. I would definitely recommend him as a non-Dokkan Fest option, assuming you had all of the others. Moving on from there, up next, these 2 guys, where are they? This Goku and this Vegeta. These guys would be an excellent pick for your Dragonstone if you were missing them. They work very, very well together. Obviously, you'll only be able to pick one, so if you've happened to pick up one of them, then you can use the other. I find that the Vegeta is much better, and his ability, having just a character whose name includes Goku, is a little bit easier to work around. It's much, much better, and he ends up being really strong. I've had him tank attacks in red zones because of him getting a whole bunch of key spheres. He is a nuking style unit, but he's also getting defense as well from the key spheres, right? So that defense really, really helps him tank. It's very, very useful. So definitely a good choice. Again, the Goku, also a good choice, but while he is getting defense as well, I find that he doesn't get as much as often as the Vegeta, and his tends to be a little more difficult to activate, simply because obviously the way the game works, you know, there's more good Gokus than there are Vegetas, right? So you'll probably find yourself getting more use out of the Vegeta personally. Now, from there, the last non-Dokkan Fest recommendation I can give is for the Tech Boo, right? This buff Boo here. This is this guy awakens from this Kid Boo here. He is definitely an excellent option for your pick. He is reducing damage received by 20%. He is healing. He's really, really good for the Majin Power category. I wouldn't really use him anywhere else, but he is a very, very good unit, despite the fact that he's much, much older than a lot of the units available on here. But I will say that he's a character that is available on here that hasn't been available on here for a while. Like, you can see the non-Dokkan Fest that were added, right? Starting with this guy, right? It was a very long time before this guy got added, just a few celebrations ago. And, you know, if speaking from experience, I literally never pulled this guy. My first copy of this guy was when he showed up there. So, you know, if you find yourself here in a situation where you, like me, there's a character here you've just never pulled, this might be your opportunity to pick them up, because they will find some use. So anyways, guys, that is the video. Those are my top picks for your Red Dragonstone 18. Again, number 1 pick should be the Janemba or the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I think they are the best choices as far as Dokkan Fests are concerned. Beyond that, you know, for here, number 1 recommendation is whoever you're missing, right? Otherwise, the Goku and Vegeta are a great choice. The Kid Buu here is a great choice, as well as this Vegeta is also a great choice. A lot of these others can find use. The God Topo is kind of useful, but he doesn't really have too many homes Universe 11 characters tend to suffer that way, unfortunately. So, like I said, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, who are you gonna grab with your Red Dragonstone 18? Me personally, I think I still need a few more dupes for this Pycon here, so I might just grab him. I've got everybody else, so I'm not too concerned about anyone else. So anyways, guys, if nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.